dentists. We are not who we are if it's not for the help of the staff. I would say actually it took about 10 years for us to have the group of dental assistants we have now. Terry and Jessica, Jessica, you can probably agree with me that we have an amazing team downstairs, and knock on wood that you guys are going to be there for a long time, and thank you so much for all you do. I think what distinguishes us from every program in this country is the amount and the knowledge, expertise, and skills of our courtesy faculty. Being a CODA site visitor, you go to schools and you see a list of names and you know they're not there. Here we have a long number, the name of courtesy that are there religiously. We have people driving 2, 3, 4 hours. We have, Hal flying from North Carolina. We have Daniela trying to open a practice, and even with that, she's there every Thursday morning. Keith, I don't think people would have learned as much of going beyond and learning the extra about endodontics than in playing to are not there. Bruce, you help us always, but especially now that we were so short, and you volunteer and you said, Roberta, I'll be there every week if you need. That to me, and I guess to all of the residents, is priceless. So thank you so much. Dimitri, you're always there too. Thank you, and you keep teaching them not only here, but beyond when they are out, and you have them with you. And I'll go over that, but we provide the foundation. There's more to learn years ahead. Dr. Zonker, the one-to-one that they receive at the prison, they cannot say enough how much they have learned with you there. Dr. Haddix, if there is a pain issue or restorability issue, you're always there. And thank you for, continue to be with us and help every time we need. And that goes on to every full-time faculty that is there. Just past year, we went through a lot. I learned a lot. I learned that you made mistakes. Sometimes you make wrong choices. But I also learned that when you fight for what you believe, no matter the price you pay, at the end you win. And I think what we get now with education and what you guys are being able to do that we couldn't do before, it's very important. And I also gotta say, it has been 22 years, I have seen 22-year classes since I started teaching. Yeah, I'm that old. But I have, and I'm in 11 here at the University of Florida. And every class has its good and bad. But I have never seen a class that everyone got along well. Because there is always one person. There's always somebody that's out there. So, I don't know, right? Always. There's just that one or those two. You guys made my life and our life as a faculty very, very easy. There was a time that I went through a lot, and you guys had my back. You guys were collegiate. Was the class that I saw that assist each other the most. You were there helping each other the most. You're eager to learn. There was respect. And clinically, I know you're going to be very successful. So rather than talking about clinical skills, because I know you all had it, and you all have it now. What we provide to you is just the foundation. You know, as time goes by, you're going to be better and better. But there are skills that you have, integrity and work ethics that are very important, and I'm very happy to have seen that. So if I could give an advice, it would be always be humble, which you already are. Watch your limits. Here sometimes at school we go beyond the limits, but there is nothing wrong about not doing a procedure or knowing that there's something that you should go and do it because you are not comfortable with. And you have so many people here that you can just phone up and ask for support and guidance. Remember that what you had chosen in life is always to be giving to someone. You're giving your time, you're giving your guidance, you're talking, you're giving, taking that patient out of pain, and your emotion, you believe you're not helping that person on the chair. So it's much more than technique, but it's being something else and a helper to that patient that is on the chair. So I have one thing that is actually from down, and that I'm going to read it, and then we'll go over a few other things together. Actually, before that, let me individually talk about what I remember about each one. Jackie, I have never, brought you in so much trouble. Jackie has been an amazing, amazing chief resident. I think I heard from her once, and that's because probably 10 people went to her and said, "You got to talk to Dr. Pileggi," because she was able to take care of the entire class every time. And Jackie, just as a comparison, probably the general rule, I would have the chief resident come to my office at least once a week with problems. So if I had you once in my office for 2 years, thank you so much. Frank, I remember you being my partner to do all these outside activities and helping in these community clinics, and you always did it with a big smile, even at the day that I had to cancel and you had to miss the tennis game. And I don't remember, Bella was sick, whatever it was, and I said, "Frank, you gotta go, I can't go." But thank you, because that was very important, having somebody else, though, so we could help those kids in need, or those patients in need. Sean, you don't know how much you have, that you walk in a room and it brightens the room. You have a lot to offer, and it's just who you are. Your big smile, you just bring it, it's you. So keep that, because that's so important. And you don't, maybe it's just for you so natural that you're like, what, so, no, it is. I mean, it's that big smile that changes people's perception and bring happiness. And hope, I have never seen someone as a fighter. I think people have to believe in what they want, and they have to pursue, and for sure you did. You took all the risks and chances, and you pursue what you wanted and you achieved. So that speaks very, highly of you. So all of you had amazing qualities. All of you worked very well together. And there is one thing that from down that it's so important that I always keep in mind, besides the little quotes that I usually tell you guys, but what he says is a man is born gentle and weak, but at his death he's hard and stiff. All things underlying the grass and the trees are soft and liable. However, if you're in the deaf, your stiffness. However, in life, you have to be soft, because what is going to bring you to death is the stiffness. So flexibility has to be a companion of life. And being flexible and perceiving life in a different way, and reacting to life in a positive way is all you have done. It's very important, and continue to be who you are. Thank you. So the first certificate, I'm going to follow the alphabetical order. So Frank, Dr. Burgos, and Frank, I'd like you to read what is in that little award, because I think it summarizes a lot of your class. And Frank is receiving both the certificate and the master's.
It says, making the difference, presented to Dr. Frank Bertos for a meeting and exceeding the highest standards of exceptional patient care, quality, performance, devotion, and commitment to excellence. UF Endodontics class of 2017.
Dr. Feldman. yes, I'll pass the floor to anybody else that wants to make any comments. Staff or... And don't forget there's the cake back there, and cheesecake and coffee and even, I think, more wine in the back.
Wonderful staff. There you are, make some noise. All right. I've been at UF, I've been in the dental school for 6 years, 10 years total here. And I shadowed in the clinic from when I was a first year dental student to when I'm about to graduate now. And I'm gonna echo what Dr. P said, and that is that we have never had the assistants and the staff that we do today. There's never a complaint that comes up. You're there for us in our highest of high moments and our lowest of lows. And you deal with us and you help us, and you have made our transition through when we first started and didn't know anything, to now we still don't know very much. We know a lot more than we did. We have a lot more to learn in life, but you have helped teach us what a good assistant and a good friend, and that really, at the end of the day, helps us treat our patients, and that's what it's all about. So from the four of us in the bottom of our hearts, we honestly thank each and every one of you for always being there for us. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the future at, wherever life takes us. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. So I just want to start off with just a big round of applause for our courtesy faculty. You guys are basically the backbone of this program, and we wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. So round of applause for them to start off with. I know many of you drive many, many miles, many hours, sometimes stay overnight in hotels or other properties just to spend your off days by spending time with us and teaching us so many things, whether it be surgeries, straightforward information, literature, regular cases, and especially those most complex cases. You guys bring the private practice experience to us, and it really opens a whole nother light that we didn't even think of, especially all those pearls of wisdom that you guys especially give us every day. So I want to thank you guys so much for helping us out. We wouldn't be here without you guys, and I thank you so much.
Hi guys, thanks so much for being here. I get to talk about someone very special tonight. Jackie asked me, do you want to talk about the first years, or do you want to talk about Dr. Cunningham? And I said, I definitely want to talk about Dr. Cunningham because he's a very special guy. No offense, first years, I just love Dr. Cunningham. So Dr. Cunningham, what can I say? You are incredibly special to all of us. And I think I speak for all of us when I say you really represent what's best in everything that we do. And I know that I want to strive to be the kind of person that you are. You've made this experience for us memorable and very special. So I think what you do for us is sometimes maybe we're busy and it goes unspoken, but it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you very much. Love you. First years, so you guys have some big shoes to fill. Like Dr. Pledgey said, be kind to one another. It makes your residency go so much better when you can learn from one another and have all those different experiences with each other. It's really, I think, what's made us enjoy our experience the most here. Dr. Haddix, three of us have had you since pre-doc, and all four of us have really valued all of the experience that you've given us and the insight into the restorative aspect and helping with pre-doc cases.
And Dr. Neva, you've just been a rock ever since pre-doc. Anytime I needed a smiling face, you're always there for us. Research and everything, just helping us through ABs. We can't thank you enough for always being there for us. And last but not least, in any matter, is Dr. Pileggi. You've created the most incredible residency program that we could ever expect to have with the amazing staff, faculty, residents. You've just created the most amazing environment for us to learn in. And you've helped us become better people, better endodontists. And we just can't thank you enough for the opportunity you've given us by accepting us into this program and helping us grow into such wonderful people. None of us would be here without you. So thank you to everyone, and thanks for being here.